With the new tight ends coach, Bobby Acosta, and Bobby, you come our way from Widener College in New Jersey, the head coach there last year. What was the journey like from Jersey up here and your relationship with this coaching staff as you get involved here?
The journey so far has been tremendous. The opportunity to come up here after being a head football coach, the things I've learned as a head football coach and assistant coach, I think I definitely going to have things to contribute here. Being from New Jersey, 10 years ago, Syracuse University football was a big deal. I know Coach Schaefer is trying to get it back to that point. And, I think the main thing that we added to the staff here is that we have staff chemistry. And we also have like values that we understand the offense, we understand the family atmosphere that Coach Schaefer's created, and we're excited about it.
In your time as a head coach, how can that help you as a tight ends coach, that you sort of have an understanding of the big picture now that you're working with the tight ends?
Well, going from 140 players and managing about 10 staff, it comes down to that I want to be the head coach of the tight ends. So you're really going to focus on every part of the development of being a tight end. And being experienced in the position and watching tape, I could really focus on where we're going to start.
I just remember last year, Coach Lester, who's also a former head coach, told me that sometimes during games he had to catch himself. Wait, I'm not in charge of them. Let's get back to the quarterbacks.
No, and you learn to be a great assistant coach. And I really value my time with my head coaches that I've worked with. And you kind of learn and you kind of develop a philosophy of, hey, when I become an assistant coach at a high level, this is the way I'm going to be. So, right now I'm enjoying the fact that I don't have to worry about budget. I don't have to worry about, alumni development. I really have to worry about the coaching the tight ends and getting them to the next level. So.
How did your relationship develop over the years? One really with Coach McDonald and now with Coach Schaefer to bring you here.
Well, it started when I interned with the Jets. George was actually there before I was. He interned with the wide receivers coach there. Coach Mangini went to the Cleveland Browns, and we talked about coming up there so I could intern up there. And I met Coach McDonald there, and we definitely just there's chemistry. We have shared like values. We're passionate about offensive football, and from that, right now our relationship is very strong here, and we share a lot of ideas. I think the relationship is going to continue to grow.
All right, hit me with a little X's and O's here. As far as the tight ends go, what are you expecting out of this group in spring, and what's your philosophy when it comes to getting this group productive on the field?
It's a young group, so that's what I'm excited about. The potential is the sky's the limit. They're very young. Fundamentally, we have to get better. We have to get faster. We have to get bigger, faster, stronger. But we have definitely a group of guys that are very diverse, with Josh being more of a dynamic tight end that could play anywhere on the field, to Moore being more of a physical run blocker. So I think if you add that diversity to the tempo, to the offensive philosophy, we could go 2 tight ends, 1 tight end. I think it's going to be very difficult for teams to prepare for.
And lastly, just as really an excuse to show Josh Parris winning the Boston College game again, but what do you see out of him going forward as he really burst onto the scene late in the year?
Well, just watching the games throughout the year, the first thing I want to say before that is he's a tremendous young man. As soon as you have that, you can mold that person into anything you want on the football field. And it's accountability. He's doing it off the field. He's going to do it on the field. So when he's doing it in the classroom, in the community, when there's a situation like the Boston College game, he's going to come through. And that's just, accountability through everything they do throughout the day. So I think his upside is tremendous. I think he needs to do a couple things fundamentally that we're going to work on every day. But, catching the ball, blocking the ball, alignment, we definitely have to clean things up and get better. So, the sky's the limit for that group. They're a very young group. I think the opportunity to coach 5 guys in that group, I'm very excited about.